I remember back in the day, I played some amount of Diablo 3. It wasn't great, since it drastically changed the whole skill tree mechanic from previous games. Despite not needing to do so, it pretty much betrayed the ins and outs of what Diablo was. If you played a druid in Diablo 2, you could choose between an elemental mage or a shapeshifter. You had to think about the specific route you would take when you spec into different abilities. You had limited skill points. So when Diablo 3 just gave you all the abilities for no apparent reason other than making it easier for the player, made it lose the importance of choosing your own spells, along with taking away the individuality that came with making those choices. I personally liked to play Diablo 3 for some time, but it never really felt that solid of a game. Path of Exile 2 on the other hand is fucking awesome. I couldn't find Deliria! I was talking about the skill tree, so I'll just continue with that. Path of Exile 2 actually has one. It's strictly speaking for passive buffs, and then skills are open to all classes, similarly to how it is in Diablo 3. Although you actually have to have the right stats to use the skills you want, so there still is some nuance in that, but not too much at the same time that it becomes tedious. For one, I made a crossbow bleed build for my mercenary and had the bleed deal more damage when enemies are poisoned. But because crossbows have a very slow poison skill, I make up for it with a bow in my other weapon slot. It's really cool how you switch between weapons when you use certain skills. It's badass to shoot down monsters with the bolts, then go, oh, I don't deal enough damage, use poison, then continue. Rushing through a level with a crossbow just has a really nice feel to it as well. I also particularly love the mortar, how you can attach various grenade skills to it. It's like you get to have a custom made turret. However, my favorite is my witch, since there are these two passive buffs I absolutely love. Black Flame Covenant and Whispers of Doom. The first one makes my fire spells purple. They also deal chaos damage instead of fire. It's really cool because fire spells are normally for the sorceress. This way it feels like it's made for the witch. It actually feels like a real thing you're supposed to do. The other one, Whispers of Doom, makes my curses last forever and would normally delay the activation of the curse. What? And would normally delay the activation of the curse by quite a bit. In my case, I'm wearing the Windscream boots, which takes away the delay. Furthermore, having the Burning Inscription support gem on all of my curses makes them generate Chaos Flame when I activate them. There's also what is called Ascendancy classes, which can take your character to that extra level. The Ascendancy buffs for the Witch have some pretty wild drawbacks, so it really feels like you're dabbling in the forbidden and in dark magic. Okay, so if you don't know too much about this game, I probably just said a bunch of things that don't make any sense at all. Like, what is a support gem? What are curses? I'm not gonna explain that. These were just two out of many possibilities you have of making a build. It's fun to see where you end up taking certain classes, even if it is the same skill tree every time and you get all the same abilities. The different placements on it still makes every choice define your character, as well as what attributes you spec into, since that dictates what weapon you use and what armor you wear. I keep coming back to this game, but for more than just the skill tree. The soundtrack and sound design are amazing as well. When you use lightning, it goes fire goes, ice is like, it's what makes it very satisfying to use abilities in the first place. So the replayability of this game is very, very solid. Not even to mention the bosses and world design. Wait, I just mentioned them. The Singing Caverns is a water level, but it's pretty creepy, and you wouldn't really expect that from a water level. Especially the boss on that level is pretty good. The Abandoned Prison has a great mechanic where water spills in to slow you down, making it more difficult to zone. It's a creative way to have a hindrance for the player with the set pieces being a part of the gameplay, and to tell a story about the level at the same time. The Spires of Desha are these grand monolithic structures you're running across that is just visually very interesting to look at. In terms of bosses, I really like Shark. Though my favorite is probably Tavakai or Jamanra. No, maybe it's Doriani. I have been putting on a front a little bit, because we all know that it is Candlemas. That fucking music, holy shit.
Say religion is dangerous.
I love it when he says that.